As someone who is endlessly obsessed with plays, I think that it's a crime that these three playwrights aren't more well known. Their plays are very rarely done in UK theatres, their plays are almost nowhere to be found in bookshops, even ones that stock thousands of plays. They'll have every Tom Stoppard, Alan Ayckbourn or Harold Pinter play, but I say no to this. I want to tell you about three formidable female playwrights that everyone should know. I think their plays deserve and should be set texts. They should be studied in colleges and universities. They should be produced all the time. So what are we waiting for? Let's crack on. Zinnie Harris. Zinnie Harris is a playwright and director based in Scotland. As well as her work for theatre and TV, she's a professor of playwriting and screenwriting at St Andrews University. Her plays are simply incredible and I've bought and binged them over the last couple of years. They're emotive, they're hard-hitting, they're extraordinary. She blends personal moments with massive globe-encompassing issues. One of the best plays I've ever read is Further Than the Furthest Thing, an epic play that looks at love, belonging and political globalisation, all centring around a tiny island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Her play The Scent of Roses is an astonishing contemporary drama and I talk more about it in the video above. She wrote a trilogy of plays for the RSC called Midwinter, Solstice and Fall. My favourite is Midwinter, which is a tough and penetrating look at the fallout from war. How to Hold Your Breath is a bizarre and revelatory exploration of demons, mortality and poverty. It premiered in 2015 at the Royal Court. The Wheel is a huge, important, overwhelming play about one woman's perilous journey across multiple war zones as she tries to protect three children that she's been left with. And Meet Me at Dawn is an emotional and beautiful two-hander about two women shipwrecked on an island with an earth-shattering reality to face. Alongside these new plays, she's done adaptations, versions and deconstructions of numerous classic dramas. All of them excellently excavate the originals and give them renewed vitality. I can't get enough of her plays, and I still have this to read, This Restless House, her adaptation of Aeschylus's Oresteia. You can listen to Zinnie speak about her work on the Royal Court Playwrights podcast. Her episode is Series 3, Episode 6. It's linked below or available on any podcast platform. Also, watch Zinnie speak to Dan Rebellato in his series Playwrights in Lockdown on YouTube, linked below. I cannot recommend her plays enough. They are simply outstanding. Phyllis Nagy. I discovered Phyllis Nagy's work from this.
This is Phyllis Nagy. I'm specifically going to talk about Disappeared. All of her plays should be read. I think she's one of the greatest writers to have worked in this theatre specifically, but in this country. Her plays are beautiful balls of energy that I think should be produced a lot more than they are.
This is a fantastic series by the Royal Court Theatre on YouTube, where playwrights recommend plays from the shelves of the bookshop. Here, playwright Lucy Kirkwood speaks compellingly about Phyllis Nagy, and before seeing this, I had no idea about her existence. Phyllis Nagy is an American playwright, screenwriter and director, but in the 1990s, her plays pretty much all premiered on British stages, and they are staggeringly good. They're bold and boundless, unusual and sometimes indescribable. They're illuminating, intriguing and so inspiring. Her work is packed full of cracking characters and full of fascinating and surprising storytelling. Weldon Rising is set in New York and explores the fallout from a murder on those who witnessed it. The play builds to this almost biblical climax where the world starts to boil. Disappeared is a diamond of a play. It's a detective thriller, again set in New York. It's about the disappearance of a woman called Sarah Casey and the investigation around a perturbing individual called Elston Rupp. Neverland is a strange and surreal play set in southern France, and what I think it's about is acceptance and family, whilst being farcical and wickedly confounding. Butterfly Kiss is a bewildering, nightmare-like play about motherhood and much more. It's set in a prison cell and scenes collide together as memories. And The Strip is this globe-trotting, hilarious, visual kaleidoscope about what connects us to one another. She writes with a soaring creativity and crafts characters that are so complex, dark and unusual. Even just talking about her plays makes me want to reread all of them. They amaze me. Debbie Tucker-Green. I think Debbie Tucker-Green's plays are on another level altogether. Her work sits in its own sphere of purpose, power and provocativeness. Her plays radiate with political issues and tackle racism, corruption, war, love and grief in extraordinary ways. Debbie Tucker-Green shies away from mainstream fame, so her plays almost feel like hidden gems. She's worked extensively at the Royal Court Theatre and often directs her own work. Her plays can feel overwhelming on the page, clearly because they're not meant to be caged and confined in a play text. So if you're new to her work, I suggest starting with her play Hang. Hang is a tight, thrilling three-hander about one woman's monumental decision. It explores justice, responsibility, and revenge. Generations is a mini yet massive play about gender and cultural politics. It's only 24 pages long, and I talk about it in the video linked above. The play contains a large South African choir, long lists of names, and lots of repetition. It's gloriously intriguing and metaphorical. Truth and Reconciliation is a vast play set across 5 locations looking at war, abuse, and grief. It's pinprick precise yet sparse, resonant, and incredibly powerful. A profoundly affectionate, passionate devotion to someone, Noun, is not only an amazing title, but a corker of a play about what the title is defining. Love. Love with all its complexities and complications. And finally, her play Ear for Eye, which premiered at the Royal Court in 2018, is a landmark theatrical achievement. It's so poignant, concise and clear, so visceral, hard-hitting and eye-opening. It's a play that exposes and interrogates UK and US racism devastatingly well. A truly unique play that deserves to be seen, heard and known. Debbie Tucker-Green also works in screen and adapted and directed Ear for Eye as a film, which was released in 2021. I've linked below a very rare interview that she did with The Guardian. In it she offers a short explanation for her non-conformist avoidance of capital letters. Give it a read. So there we go, 3 female playwrights who deserve to be known, and I think their work is phenomenal. If you're part of an institution, some of these plays are available to read digitally on Drama Online, or you can order the playtext direct from the publishers. Here are the websites. Tragically, very few bookshops stock them, so I think the best bet for these 3 writers is to order their plays from Amazon, or you can pick up a second-hand bargain very cheaply on eBay. I hope this video's inspired you to dig into these powerhouse playwrights. If it has, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel too. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts on these plays, and I hope you enjoy discovering them as much as I have. Thanks for watching, and all the best.